guys, today I wanted to do a quick video on the Gamo Accu Whisper airgun. Let's start out by analyzing the name of this firearm. Airgun. Accu Whisper. Whisper would make one think that it's very quiet. I can tell you it's anything but quiet. I've had some different air guns, and this is at least as loud, if not louder, than the majority of the guns that I've had. So they claim that it shoots at 1200. I should back up just a bit. This is a .177 caliber, and they claim that it shoots at about 1250 feet per second. To load this, it's a break barrel. It locks in place. You insert a 177 caliber pellet, point out, of course, fold it back up, and it will again lock in place. Now, Gamo produces this, well, I'm sure all of their Gamo line in Spain. The instructions aren't too bad. Anyway, I bought this for some rodent control, and I sighted it in at about 25 yards, and I was able to get a fairly consistent group at 25 yards. I haven't tried it any further, but we're going to do that now at actually 50 yards, roughly 60 paces, which is roughly 50 yards. So I set it up for 25 yards to shoot straight and center. It took about 6 rounds to get it where I wanted it to. It kept shooting high, so I really had to bring it down via the scope, which is a 4x32, by the way, a generic scope. There's nothing special about it. The sight picture is not super clear. It's a little bit blurry, fuzzy. So if that's a turn off, I do not recommend this unless it's just my scope. Maybe others are better. But this scope is a little bit off focus. So if that's a deal breaker for you, I mean, I don't know if you're going to want to risk it or not. Quite honestly, I picked this up at a big box store, and I grabbed 500 rounds of Premier pellets, and with tax out the door it was 136 and some change. So it wasn't an expensive air gun. So I don't know how much I should be expecting from it. I did look up some reviews and looked at the stars and all that stuff, and for the price and what I read and saw, that's actually why I chose this. And not only that, but the velocity, the muzzle velocity as well, the 1250 feet per second. So what we're going to do now is, hello Mr. Rooster, we're going to move the camera down to my red solo cup, which again is about 50 yards away. I'm going to shoot this in the prone position, and we'll take a few shots and see if we can hit it at that distance or not. 25 yards is about where I need to be, so 50 is going to be just a plus. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so here we are at about 50 yards away, and it is really windy, so I apologize for all this crazy noise. But let's get back to my shooting spot and see what happens. Alright, so at about 50 yards we hit it 4 out of 5 times. And as I kind of expected, all the shots were low. I was aiming for here, and they all came in here. That's twice the distance that I haven't sighted in for a dead zero. So I'm not really surprised that that's the case. The last shot is the one that I missed. I think that might have been me. Probably was me. But I'm actually kind of impressed. The trigger is adjustable on this to right around 3 pounds. There is a warning that if you adjust it to the lowest setting, that if you drop the weapon, it may fire on its own. So that's something to consider. The muzzle velocity isn't bad. It really isn't. It's going to work for what I want it for. But the noise, man, it's noisy. And I guess as long as you hit your target, whatever you're shooting at, the first shot, you're probably going to be okay. Overall, I'm not disappointed, and I'm not impressed. I'm somewhere in the middle right now. Maybe shooting it some more, getting used to it, and it's kind of cute. There's actually a little bit of recoil to it, and I'm sure that's the spring rebound. But and it's heavy. I don't know if I already mentioned this. It's right around 6 pounds. So I don't really have, other than the scope being generic, and it's not something that I'd buy a new scope, to put on. I'll do with what it came with. It's got a year warranty, and the breakaway barrel. Actually, let me show you guys that. Okay, here's basically what it looks like, and it's got this cool little recoil pad on it. Hopefully I've got the camera in the right spot. It does not have hard sights, by the way. There's no iron sights on this, and this particular model does not have the adjustable cheek rest. So you're going with the scope, unless you're really, really good with just winging it, so to speak. So basically, to cock this gun, I grab it here, pull the barrel at the end, you'll feel it lock. It accepts 1 pellet at a time. Then lock it back up. I know I've gone through this, but I kind of wanted to do it again. You'll feel it snap into place. You'll also hear it. The safety is here. This little lever here. Back is safe. Forward is fire. So, yeah, and believe it or not, mine came missing this cap for the scope adjustment. But what can you do? I'll probably write and complain or email them. But anyway, your safety is here. It is a 2-stage trigger, for what it's worth, and it's noisy. There really isn't anything whisper about it. So, again, just a quick review on this. Would I buy one again knowing what I know now? For the price, probably. The scope is a turn off, and the fact that there are no hard or iron sights is kind of a turn off too. Because if the scope ever, whatever, happens to fail, you're kind of dead in the water unless you put another scope right on it. But that's all I've got for this video. And you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.